I think it's still a little hot, so I can't drink it yet. Hello, welcome to an evening reading for January. This is the brand new month, new year, and we are doing it in my room, just chilling. So thanks for tuning in. We're going to look and see what cards I drew for the month. I'm also trying to make sure, because my glasses do that weird reflecty. I gotta get that thing. But I'll keep them on for the time being. So yeah, if you are just tuning in for the very first time, I believe I started in June or July, or maybe August, maybe July, doing collective tarot readings. I'm a tarot reader, and yeah, I just enjoy being able to create content and create support and guidance for people who resonate with me and all that stuff. So thanks for tuning in, and if you are returning, then welcome back. Yeah, so I think I've had a lot of resistance wanting to read this one, but I think that means we need to read it. So this is all about kind of closing the door to this old way of being. And first off, it seems like, and I'm even getting like feeling in my chest, there's just like this energy and this feeling of stepping into this new almost identity, like just this new energy. And it's like an intimidating energy for sure, but that's kind of the gist of the reading. But there's so much support and good things, so let's go ahead and get into it. So what we are leaving behind this month is, we might feel like we have been putting in the work, creating foundations. I'm getting a visual of laying bricks, like individually. We've been putting so much energy and time into these things. And it's also been a theme of the last reading, and just kind of like a trickling theme within, and definitely shows up in this. But you might feel like you are like, oh my God, I've been waiting forever. I feel like I've been putting all of this work in, and where is it? And what you're being asked to leave behind, this collective we, is this idea that receiving things happens on a timeline, at least not one that we are in control of. And so we're being asked to release that. And I think that's also been like a theme too before, just gripping tightly. And this could be control with, anything in your life, or money, or things like that. Just feeling like we have to cling. And I mean, this is what Buddhists talk as the root of suffering, is just like this clinging on to our reality and clinging on to these material things. But what this is talking about specifically is kind of just letting go of when you think things are supposed to unfold, when, you're kind of at the mercy of bigger forces at this point. And that's been something we've been having to release over these last few months. It's like, release more. Oh, you think you can't release anymore? Just go a little bit more. And we are being asked to, leave that behind, leave that doubt in the past, step into this energy of trusting that everything is unfolding at exactly the rate, just like how a flower unfolds, blooms. We're not over there like, hey, can you hurry up, please? Hurry, hello. We are not rushing a flower. We're not rushing nature. And I think we have to remember that we are also nature, and we're just play by those rules. And at least on this journey of being in flow with our surroundings, with the universe, we're at the mercy of these laws, these kind of guidelines for how things work. And And I think that's new. That's new for us because much like this idea of control, yeah, it is control. We want to like grasp because we are afraid of losing things, afraid of messing things up, afraid of, anything. We are so afraid of losing what we have. And I think it's because we don't trust that we are supported or looked after, if that makes sense. But that couldn't be further from the truth. I'm also, waiting on my tea. Oh, it's still a little hot, but it's getting closer. And as we're walking away from this, we are, again, stepping into this, just this energy. I mean, it's Queen of Pentacles, but, oh yeah, I didn't show the cards. But yeah, we're stepping into this new energy. So this was for the first, receive. I love these cats. They're amazing. And so this is what we're stepping into. And I love the transformation butterfly. We are transforming. Like, we are in the middle of the way things were and the way things are, if that makes sense. And I think that's why, there's this energy of intimidation or resistance, is just because it's just so like, ta-da! And yeah, it's all in service of this beautiful, beautiful transformation. I mean, look at those colors. That's you. But this is all in the area of, again, like money, finances, career, work, these tangible creations that you are building and growing in your own life. And how can we step into this energy of trusting, of knowing, of like without a shadow of a doubt, we know. How can we step into that knowing that everything is going to be okay? How can we step into that? Like, this energy doesn't even need to cling. This energy doesn't need to cling because there's a million zillion more. And it's like, how can we leave behind that old way of not trusting, and how can we trust? And that's big stuff. It feels very Virgo stuff too, just like building just this framework and this groundwork. I mean, really any earth sign, but okay. So I also have these cool cards, I do them. Whoa. I pull one of these every so often, and I pulled these to play with today. My boyfriend Davis got them for me. They're amazing. I'm gonna shuffle one right now. God. Okay. When you try to hold on to things after their time, you suffer and make others suffer. Can you see it? Is that not crazy? That is 4 of coins for sure. When you hold on to things after their time, you suffer and make others suffer. That's crazy. And that is crazy to think about too. Just like, we hold on because we're scared of losing it and we're scared of never having it again. But it's like, in nature, you can take what you need and release and know that there's more. You don't have to like hoard or worry about that stuff. And I think we are being reminded of that too. If we have these resources and these material things, and if we're using them, great, but we have to ask ourselves, if we are not using it, if this thing has passed its time, do I need it? Did it serve its purpose? Really getting into that kind of mindset of how we relate to things, because I'm a big fan of Marie Kondo. I really do resonate with that philosophy of just there being an essence and an energy in things, whether we think they're inanimate or not. There's still this like level of respect and appreciation for these things that we've had, and to really honor that spirit. And I mean, it's kind of like that. There is so much energy in things that we hold on to and keep when, I'm thinking of material things. This could be a career, this could be a job. I was just thinking of holding on after their time, but yeah, if this is resonating, then you might know more specifically. And man, that's just wild. So what do we need to know about additionally moving forward? So we got 9 of Cups in the reverse and Light in the Dark. And what I'm kind of gathering from this energy is that there's going to be, I'm thinking of that trust, and we don't trust because when we see around us it's not matching up what we think. That's when that mistrust comes. Distrust, the lack of trust. It's hard to have faith. And I'm thinking of that darkness, when there is dark all around you, when you feel that resources are scarce, when you really feel like you need to hold on to everything you have. Where can you create your own light in that darkness? Where can you create and reaffirm to yourself that you can trust this situation, you can trust yourself, you can trust that you have the resources you need for what you need? And it's like, how can we step into that knowing, even though around us doesn't look or feel like that? How can we embody that energy of knowing? How can we? Let's have some flowers. Okay. We got God, Goddess, some freaking grass. How cool. Okay. The God and the Goddess are not separate from you. Their stories enlighten you, describing the dance of the creative male and female forces within each and every person. You are a part of the source, the cosmic heart of all, a willing participant in the eternal cosmic love affair between the physical and non-physical, God and Goddess, matter and spirit. Allow God, Goddess energy to enter your world. This is what we were asking. Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my God, this is so crazy. Okay. Softly and gently close your eyes. Imagine yourself floating into space, a black, velvety matrix. And you might be closing your eyes, but the card that we pulled earlier has twinkly. It's kind of like a blue velvety matrix. Anyways, all around you are shimmering, twinkling gold and silver stars. Float in this wondrous place of stillness and silence. Breathe in the silence. Through the stillness, you hear whispers flowing from your heart. Rest here, embraced by your soul, the essence of you. Breathe in love. Feel it illuminating and warming every corner of your being. Rest here in the safe arms of all. When you are ready, open your eyes and feel into your day. Damn, that's crazy. I mean, that's what, when you're feeling like you're in that darkness, close your eyes and go back to that black or blue velvety matrix with the glimmering, shimmering stars. And feel that love. And feel safe in that love. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. And how will all of this be in our best interest? So we got, what do you know, 4 of coins. I love it, but because it's like goldfish looking. And we got a new day in reverse. So this is all in our best interest because, going back to that idea of this material security, how are we further redefining what security looks like, feels like? How are we redefining that for ourselves? Because, it seems like collectively we are moving away from this idea that money and capitalism, and it just seems like we are so connected to it and attached to it. And our society has been built around this idea. And so that to us feels like security, but it's translating to our bodies as if we don't have that security, then we are in danger. And that feels like a disconnect. And it feels like we're collectively moving to something new. I'm not really sure what it is, but again, how can we redefine this relationship we have with security and attachment and hoarding and holding on to resources? How can we reflect on where scarcity shows up in our lives? How can we use this energy of new beginnings and a new day? How can we use this energy to just create a better relationship with security? Because security for me feels like ease and peace and calm, and not like this nagging, worrying anxiety that feels like scarcity, like it's a whole physical experience, but I'm rewriting my definition of scarcity materially different. And I also don't have to be defined by my past, as we're on this journey of really kind of tearing down these foundations that we have built over the last few decades of just relating to our material world. We don't have to be held back by our past, because again, this whole theme is like we are stepping into this energy and this identity of trusting. And part of stepping into that new identity means not letting that old one run the show. Not letting that old identity fill you with worry and fear about the future. Really stepping into this knowing and this trusting in yourself, in all that you've created. And the trust part it's not like something logical. It's not something that we can just know for certain. And that's scary as shit, especially in the material realm. Especially. The material is all about material and physical. And we're talking about something that's not even, we can't see it with our eyes. And so we have to give ourselves grace as we are taking these new steps in this new journey. I'm like, my tea's probably ready. Isn't this mug so cute? It's for Madeline. Okay, that was incredible. I really needed to hear that. I'm gonna do another card. Okay, these are pretty sick. The loving kindness you show to others returns to you as grace. Cute. And this one. In the silence of meditation, you acknowledge mistakes that you have made. You let them go. Got him. Ooh, I want to do one more flower one too. Showing loving kindness to others. Oh, I even skipped. I think I skipped one. But no, I didn't skip one. We're right on time. But yeah, I do want to do another flower one. Ooh, we got two. We got two. I'm actually just going to pause for a second and maybe they'll come up, or I'll read them in a minute. Okay. So what should we be building on for the month ahead? So knowing all this and knowing that we are stepping into this identity and this embodiment of trust, it's really important that we are paying attention to the limiting beliefs that we hear. You know, the ones from our old identity that are continuing to show up, that are continuing to tell us all the ways that it's not going to work. That little voice of doubt and worry. We really have to pay attention and call it for what it is, because like we kind of mentioned, we're stepping into this new identity of, you know, this person that we've never been before, and this old version of ourselves. And I don't think it's malicious. It's just, and it makes sense to me scientifically too, because it takes more energy to go, at least when we were talking about electron and electron shells, it takes more energy to go up to the next level, or, you know, climb a hill, than it does to go down a level or go down. So it's like, it makes sense energetically that it's more efficient and easier to pull things down than it is for things to go up. But it's kind of like helpful to look at this old version of ourselves that way too. It's not malicious. And I think it's just important that we reevaluate this relationship with self-sabotage, because I don't think our bodies are like doing it on purpose, or at least I don't feel like it's malicious. But the old ways, it's like gonna try to get to us. It's gonna try to get to us and get through to us. And we have to be strong enough to set those energetic boundaries and say no, and say, hey, I'm not going to think about it like that. I'm not going to go down that road again, you know, like, we are listening to our intuition, and we are not listening to that voice of fear or doubt. And this is going to be so important moving forward in embodying this identity of trust, because it's like, how do you embody the identity of trust? You have to trust. You literally have to choose that fork in the road every single time. And that is where change happens. You have to choose the side that's going to trust, and trusting that things are going to work out, so you can build those new connections. So you can continue to, you know, release that old version of you. And that's not to say that version of you you're never going to see it again, because we have all these parts of us within us. They never go anywhere. So it's just a matter of, hey, I would like to do things this way, and that's what we're going to do. And I love you, but we're doing new stuff now. Okay. And energy to embrace as a shield for protection, as armor. On my days I don't feel my strongest. And we got intuition and Seven of Cups reverse. And there's that black, blue, velvety matrix again. Freaking crazy. So energy to take on kind of as a shield, or, you know, things to focus or meditate on when we are lost in the dark. I really like that. That was cool, to close your eyes and just feel the love. I mean, here too, there's going to be times when you feel like you've made the wrong choice, and you have to trust that by listening and following your intuition, that you are not making the wrong choice. You are making the choice that is right for you. And you really have to call into that when you're feeling that doubt. And again, it's like the fork in the road. You have to say, I'm choosing love, not doubt or fear. I'm going to read the description for intuition, because I just love all these descriptions. And then we also have those other two cards too. Thanks for hanging with me. They're in alphabetical order, and I'm like, did I forget the ABCs? Okay. Life speaks to and guides us through our intuition. The days when we have a sudden urge to call a friend and they answer, desperate to talk to someone. That is intuition. It often goes against logic, but there is a deep knowing to that gut feeling trying to get our attention. Intuition isn't something you can force. It arises on its own, but we can become a vessel. Get to know and love yourself. Listen to your needs and desires and stay open. The more we connect with ourselves, the more we connect with this inner knowing. And again, that inner knowing is what is guiding you and helping you make these decisions and make these choices. And trust that by getting quiet and listening to that inner knowing, that inner feeling of love, that you are never going to make a wrong choice. You're always protected and you're always guided. Okay, so let's read these two. I got that. And that is the symbols card. Symbols are the language of the universe, our subconscious and the collective unconscious. As you move upon your life path, everything you notice is a sign from your higher self to heal, balance, and enjoy your life. Oh, goodness gracious. That's okay. You're listening more than you're watching, right? You have the ability to read and understand your own signs and symbols. This is your secret language, your wise guidance pointing you in the direction of your dreams and desires. As you understand, As you understand and accept this, the whispers of your heart become louder and information will come to you in various forms and ways that may surprise you. However, you will recognize this information because of the way it makes you feel. It may feel like tingles. Or a knowing you can't explain or understand at the time. However, it will feel significant. Sounds like intuition to me. I love that. Okay. And next we got merge. We got a lot of grass today. I'm surprised the grass is growing in January. Well, only 2 grasses. Okay, merge. Allow your head and heart to meld together as you embrace all parts of you. The marriage of ego and soul creates an expansion and awakening where your resistance to new ways of being and thinking dissolves, unveiling the love and truth of you. Just for today, start from where you are and choose to feel the best you can in every moment. Love yourself by caring about what you say to yourself. You can choose to love your mind and all its thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and characters. Today, you can choose to say to your mind, I hear you. However, today I exercise my free choice not to listen. Today, I choose a new story for myself. And whatever you say to me doesn't matter, for you are a part of me. And today, I choose to embrace and love every part of me with a big cuddle. You are stronger than you think. You are not who you think you are. You are much, much more. I love that. Want to do one more for the road? Whoa. That was a lot.
I was like, are there any more messages? And then they all fit on. I was like, whoa. Maybe there's supposed to be all.
Exert yourself with thoughts of benevolence. Be soft in your speech. I like that. Any final messages? In love, there is only love itself. No room for logic of the mind. I was like, oh, you could take that as a relationship. But I was thinking of just in love. In love, there's no doubt and worry. And in love and trust, there's no fear. So, there's only love. There's only love. And I know it sounds cheesy, but it's just like this energy of wide open, arms open. Yeah. Let's close out with that freaking meditation from earlier really quick. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for listening. This was an incredible reading. I'm excited for January. I hope you are too. If you like these readings, I do one every month, so you can follow my YouTube channel and I post on TikTok. I've also got my podcast, which I post videos on my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, I got a lot of content for you. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, stick around, subscribe. Okay. Softly and gently close your eyes. Imagine yourself floating into space, a black velvety matrix. All around you are shimmering, twinkling gold and silver stars. Float in this wondrous place of stillness and silence. Breathe in the silence. Through the stillness, you hear whispers flowing from your heart. Rest here, embraced by your soul, the essence of you. Breathe in love. Feel it illuminating and warming every corner of your being. Rest here in the safe arms of all. When you are ready, open your eyes and feel into your day. Thank y'all so much. I will see you in the next reading. Mwah!